All right, we're back. Okay, the mic's working. Oh, I'm tired. All right, we're going to focus on finishing Areku today, obviously. I'm back now. Oh, I am alive. Hello, Areku. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, I got food poisoning a few days back. I've just been recovering. Just kind of avoiding my computer for the most part. But I hope you're having a good Friday. Can't believe it's Friday already. Basically, closed my eyes on Tuesday. Mm, that's awesome. Well, good. I hope you're having a good time. What's the convention? Hey there, Kai. Welcome. I was telling Oredku I got a food poisoning on Tuesday. No, what? That must have been Tuesday. I was sick on Saturday, but yeah, it was definitely food poisoning. Need to cook that food better. Yeah, I had a salad, and I'm pretty sure there were some olives that had been tucked in the back of the fridge. Put them on my salad. May have been there a while. Yeah, it was not pleasant. Texas Furry Fiesta. Oh, very cool. Very cool. We're just waiting for Unity to open. Well, I hope you're having a good time, Oreku. We're going to be putting the finishing touches on your Abby probably today. I think I'll be working and streaming throughout the weekend as well, just to make up for lost time. Because there's a lot to do, and um, there's a lot to do. And I really need to get the ball rolling again. Um, ooh. Yeah, it was not pleasant. I was pretty feverish on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Is it Wednesday? No, it must have been Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. So for our to-do list, what we're gonna do first is create the flip UVs for objects here. I think that we can probably add another small idea. Oh, absolutely. What are you looking for? I wish I could hide certain windows from view. Like I wish instead of OBS having a capture all windows that had a or capture specific windows, it would be a hide specific windows. That would be handy. So I just don't want to open Discord. to like hypnotize, like you see in cartoons, part the incubi. So something like that would be cool. That shouldn't be too difficult. I've done similar effects before. Um, yeah, I would just need to tweak a few things, but it's pretty straightforward to do. Uh, yeah, I'll message you on Discord about it. I'll probably do save that for last, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I have done that before, and it's fun because the Poyomi shader lets you create spinning effects quite easily. Also, for a actually, I can just look at Discord really quick. One moment, we'll do full screen, I suppose, and I okay, good. Just wanted to make sure Discord was on the right screen. Perfect. I just need to double check the color of your clothing. Do you happen to have color for, or do you know what color the shirt was? Because I noticed in here there's a few different variations of the um, shirt. Where is it? Where'd it go? Ah, here we go. B1. These B1 and B2 costumes. Um, they have quite a few variations. What color was the vest and handkerchief? Blue, with the blue shirt. Okay. Make sure you're on the transparency for the feathers. Will do. Demon furries. What has the world come to? Little Luxaroonie. My cat yelling. Apologies. So these all got set to the standard shape. Interested in the outcome. The crossovers are pretty funny to behold. If you have a fan and want to see him by name, my name there is Foxy Riku. Oh, very cool. To for affinity, I would assume. B1 is the ones we're going to use. Should be able to toggle these. So. Oh, we're already hit. Loading, loading. Okay. Lux, what is going on? Being a little drunk, kitty. Hopefully the old clothes can fit without too much issues. We've actually already gotten the clothing matched to the body. Right now we're setting up the tile discards so we can turn them on and off, but everything's fit. There's like a whole unexplored world out there. There's definitely a lot to see on it. Epic. For now, I'm going to leave it on. It's certainly not a website you should look at work. All right, so now we can go ahead and begin disabling certain chunks. So there's the maid outfit on its own thingamajig. Now we need to apply the mirror mod for the tribal. Okay, looks interesting. Some of the tribal is on a separate UV island. Is the color on too? Yes. Yes, so we have it right here. Missing the texture currently, but we do have the color attached. Oops, that's this one. And we can toggle it on and off, as one would expect. Our normals for the B1. And there is a roughness. Which we may need to invert. And we can merge. Got the color texture should be in there too. Yes, yes. It is somewhere in here. I think I already put it in the folder. Here we go. Color. Not ready to explore demon made cowboy furries quite yet. But I'm liking the design. There's always a time. There's always a place. I had put on the made texture. There we go. And then if we go down to the pants, B2, I should actually be taking these values. Do this one, this one. This is the right. Correct. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Oops. Boom, boom. I'm going to take all these textures and move them here. Make one folder for one. And another folder for B2. Usually I just wear pants or something my stream chat dictated the outfit. Well, demanded. Oh yeah, and yeah, I think I was just looking at Discord. I saw your message. It was fun tuning into your stream the other day. Uh, that was pretty much the night I got sick, if I remember correctly. I was like, oh, I'll go see what Areku's up to. And then that morning, that was it. That was it for me. I felt so fine the night going to sleep. It was just waking up the next morning, immediately went into a fever. It was no fun. No fun at all. And then the next few days, it's like food poisoning is kind of tough because you have no energy because you can't eat. And then when you do eat, you feel sick when you're recovering. It's like you can't. It's like not a nice middle ground there. Gandrion, oh, Grand Gangion, welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. You're sad. Not allowed. Not allowed to be sad. On our stream here. 104 today. Slime I'm in is finally moving, so gotta go as usual. Message me on Discord. If you need anything, thanks for listening. Sounds good, Areku. Enjoy your time at the con, and I'll catch you later. You're 104 years old, Grant. Your name's fitting then. To stand for grandma. All right, we already extracted the made texture. Don't need this, I think. Color. Field birthday, man. My birthday is forever. Oh, hey there, Con. Welcome. I think I said, oh yeah, Kai's here as well. Okay. Kami, I didn't say hi to you then. Welcome, welcome. I'm back. I'm alive. Got food poisoning, survived. But you heard that already. Discovered, just that big depression. I have a mental retard. Well, I shouldn't laugh. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope that it's hard to tell on the internet if you're joking or not. But I wish you well either way. Now I know why I can't do square. I think you're pulling my leg then. All right. We got those done. Now we have the feathers. I should have asked him what the color the feathers were. Let's double check. It looks like with black. So blue. B. Must be these ones. Blue it is. So we will take that. Watching art is a great idea for all. Absolutely. Might be able to learn how to square. Wait, when the character have bobs. That's just the outfit. Just the maid outfit. Let me go here. But there's a bit of cushion. There's a bit of space in between those. The floof is padding out the outfit there. The normals on the maid outfit are odd. I'll have to go to. Well, I can't because they're dull sided. Might be able to even learn to square. Yeah, Areku's a streamer, so I think they live at the whims of their stream. All right. Oh, apologies for yawning so much, y'all. I'm a sleepy boy. Still recovering. That's no good. The way they clip there. Oh, cut out. Perfect. Wait, do I have to do that? Too. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. I might as well just use clipping then. Transclipping or cutout? Cutout seems pretty good. Now I'm a little confused. Welcome to the internet. Welcome. That's what it's for. That's what it's there for. All right, so this tribal section of the outfit. Okay, two things. First, this here. Here is for the maid outfit. This section. Okay, so I have to get creative about this. Okay, we have few too many materials here. Waistcloth. We have Areku collar. Did I already make a collar material? Why is a waifu? Why is a waifu? Why indeed? All right, so that should be part of the same outfit. But for some reason, there's a chunk up here. So these must have had some other texture. Hey there, Arctic. Welcome. Welcome. I have survived food poisoning and returned. So, what is up here? That should work. Ooh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Me too. Me too. It was an adventure, as it always is getting sick. When you add bobs, this right here, it's got pecky bobs, pecky bobs. I will be interested. I have one female character I'll be working on next week. or one-breasted character. Booba Babe. So we can turn them all on and off now. We still need to take the tribal one. So go here, select the tribal, and separate. Because we forgot to mirror this. We'll take this chunk, hit mirror, put it in another rig, and then apply it. We have shape keys. Oh, that's fine. Correct. Have added a collar. There's certainly a lot going on in this visual right now. Let's delete all the shape keys. Why can't I delete the shape keys? Oh, okay, there we go. Bada boom. And then we will do File, Export AutoRig Pro. Boom. Oh, my camera. There we go. All right. Like that. For a reason. Okay, tell me. Ooh. Wait, what? What's going on? Why is there? You have the tribal. If I go into the mesh, tab A, select, see it on both sides of the mesh, but I don't see it here. When I updated the model, is that what happened? It is rigged to it. Okay, remember now. It's because I have no. Oh, it pushed. Oh, I see. Okay. It's because I had renamed the file. That's what happened. I renamed the folder structure. So it's trying to save to it, but it saved to the outermost spot. Now it should correctly update. There we go. Look at that. Got the nice feathers everywhere. They're looking good. Got a little bit of an outline. Nice. That looks quite nice. So what we're working on now, I'm seeing like a recording program, seeing something like a recording program. So this is Unity here that we're, and what we're doing now is taking all the work we've done in Blender and we're bringing it in Unity to get it ready to upload, which is a pretty involved process because we need to create animations to turn things on and off, get the face all rigged up and moving. yeah, this you can make animations in Unity, but usually you don't want to do like a full animation, more or less just make certain changes and stuff. You'll kind of see what I use it for. Oh, we should also get the Fizzbones set up. Let's go ahead and create a empty here. P made dress. Drop that right there. Add opponent Fizzbone. Let's turn the dress back on. Press play. Oh, I haven't rigged the fire. So this doesn't do anything just yet. I'll have to make sure that's rigged properly. Hey, that looks pretty good though. Then when I move, all right, movement looks pretty good. The ears are wild. Be interested to see how we'll do the fire. I think that will have to be parented Fizzbone to here. So it'll be parented to this tip, but then of a different gravity. So it'll go up, but still be attached to tail. All right. So that looks pretty good. I think we'll be able to change some of the values. A little bit more pull. So we get a little bit more springiness out of it. It just needs slightly more spring. I like that little shift back and forth, little secondary motion. That stuff's quite important. Even more. Oh, I'm gonna be very tired today. I am sad to see that these are not animating the little tails. So we'll have to think of something for that. Hey there, Pseudo. Welcome. How you doing? Also, some of these bones are pulling the little pieces off of here. Cloth physics are always fun. Indeed. Indeed. Get into some of the fun parts of working on characters. Forgive me for being a little tired. Almost done my house. Very cool. Is that I would assume this is a virtual house, pseudo, and that it's procedural. Last week of school, so looking forward to this being over. I do not doubt it. Do not doubt it. I relate to that. Ugh. Sorry, yawn. I have some programming projects lined up for when I'm done. Very cool. Well, that's certainly exciting. Are these paid projects or just some projects you've put for yourself? Actually, to delete that, separate this chunk. We will mirror it, turn off clipping or merge, apply it, and recombine. That way it should be rigged properly. Should be. I'm gonna fix an IPA for a friend's apps app, and I want to get some work done on a web app that I've been putting off. Very cool. Very fun stuff. Have you been seeing all the GPT-4 stuff that's been coming out lately? Definitely worth checking out when you get a spare moment. Um, Pretty wild what it's able to do. Lawsuit regarding with the art side of GPT. I know there's a few out there. Um, you're talking about the Stable Diffusion lawsuits. I know that they confirmed that can't be copyrighted images generated by a AI by diffusion cannot be copyrighted. It seems like pretty fair to me. But I'm sure there will be more. I am alive, Frank. Welcome, welcome. I survived some food poisoning uh, Tuesday. Just been recovering ever since. Now we're back into the swing of things. Finally, feeling pulled together enough to really get back on the computer. Well, it's not a computer, but it certainly would not have been productive a few days ago. Just would have been eyes glazed over. Excuse me. Hope you've been having a good week, everyone, though. Certainly appreciate you all hanging out with me for this Friday. I will hopefully be doing some streaming this weekend because I need to catch up on the time I missed during the week. They won't be full streams, but it'll just be little pockets of work, probably to polish off a Reku and just get my other avatars in a good position to be finished quickly. All right, so let's take a look here. Clip UVs. Let's go ahead and set those up now. So, here's all our UVs. Pin everything and turn off live and ref. Some of these are not going to play nice. What are these? Have you gotten the chance to see my message from ages ago? Let's take a look. Where Frank without his coat, flowing as he moves. Gotcha. Get the bones, get the fur rigged. It fully when I acquire the funds. Where Frank without his coat. Review. I think the coat should be. I won't charge for that. That'd be very easy to add. For the fur, let's say I'll send this over Discord. There we go. All right, and then excuse me. That just happened. This one too. All right, yeah, sent that response there. Now let's go ahead and now for these outfits, a lot of them. So we'll want to be able to toggle the made outfit on and off entirely. Let's write this down. We'll do clip UVs. So we'll have made outfit complete toggle. The shirt and hat B1 we'll want hat toggle, shirt toggle. And then B2 will be a complete toggle. The made outfit is toggled off is the character naked. Just depends on your definition of naked for furry. There's certainly no genitals, but got that Ken doll nudeness. Right, the hair as a separate material. The hair is a separate material, so. I could condense the hair and body material. I could. Is it necessary? Let's write that down. Potential material combined for body and hair. We need a mask for the kilt. Drink water. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. Oh, and then we need the wear or the aggressive form. And we also need to break the face. And then that's just testing. Perfect. Okay. So for anything that toggles completely, we actually don't need to change anything for. So that's B2, the trial, and the maid outfit. Those three things don't need any changes. Hey there, Era. Welcome, welcome. Sounds good. Go ahead and lurk. Hope you're having a good Friday. Indeed, I'm back. Survived. A little low energy today, but I'm alive. Just reviewing my to-do list. All right. Been in a meeting all day, so take it easy. Thank you, Era. I appreciate that. Something up. I can't remember. Stick space started. We did do that. Bing. And sticks or pepper. And we'll be starting their avatar the next day or so. All right. We got this. So, again, there's a few materials that will toggle on and off completely. And those are pretty much done. What we want to focus on are the creating toggles for the body for the different sections we toggle off. What does that mean? Well, basically, we'll want certain portions of the arms, hands, etc., legs to disappear when certain outfits are on. So looking at the maid outfit, and the body clips. Okay, so the body clips. Arms for the maid outfit. Clearly, we'll also need a toggle for the body or torso. Torso shoulders for the cowboy shirt. And then obviously a pants toggle. So these are the different sections of the body we'll be able to turn on and off. That's pretty much it. So everything else is a dress or a skirt kind of outfit. We've got the kilt and the maid dress. May redo the kilt. Make it a little bit poofier and then have it use the bones from the dress. All right. Oh, and then the collar. But again, that's a complete toggle. All right. This is pretty simple. So for the materials here, we'll just go one at a time, excluding the body and hair. Eyes, we don't worry about. Waistcloth. It's its own map. Toggle all that together, so that's good to go. Collar, everything's good. Costume B1. This one has the hat. And we'll want to put the hat up, let's say, grid, subdivisions of 0, and make this a 4x4 Udemy grid. We want to put this up here, GY3. All right. For the cowboy shirt and pant, we can now toggle the hat on and off. For the pants, it's all good to go. The maid outfit, also good to go. Tribal, there's just one slight change we need to make, which is that this here can't touch the edges. So we're going to shrink it almost imperceptibly. Perfect. And lastly, the fire shapes. So these, let's start with these ones. And this one. Bam. Okay. So these are the fires. My stomach. Okay. So those are all the other materials besides the hair and body that need. Those are now set up to have their toggles on Blender's side. Now we want to go to the body material, select that, invert our selection, and hide everything else. All right. So for the maid outfit, it goes all the way up to the wrist. So we're going to select the wrist. To here. that again. Wrist. Trying to double check these are the right sections. Pretty sure. To here. All right, so those are the arms. And now we can move the UV selection. Nothing's going to, may as well just put it right here. All right. The reason I'm putting it here is because we're going to also create a toggle for torso. We're going to put torso here, so they're kind of right next to each other. I feel like intuitively that makes a bit more sense when I will be making animations. Now, speaking of those shapes, for the shirt, what can we turn off? Man, it's hard to see. Kind of a soup right now. Vertex soup we got going on. So it's not going to be the legs. Those we can exclude. They won't go down that far. Right. The chest floof. We really need it to be there. All right, that looks pretty good. Now the problem is that I don't really know where. This is a belt, right? That's got to be the belt for the outfit. Let's go here. Okay, so the belt is to the pants, as you'd expect it to be. As you would expect it to be. So we want to make sure that our selection well, yeah, it should basically be this. Basically. We'll see how that goes, but pretty close to that. All right, so take all that, GY2. Keep it right there. Then I'm going to invert our selection again. This section is what we'll want to disable when the pants are on. Whole thing to say. All right, so this right here will move up 1. Boom. Okay, now let's go ahead and export and take a look. Verify our work. Whew. So that takes us to Unity. Boom. Change there. I don't know. All right, but now we can select the body and begin to disable chunks of body. Boom. Torso or the pants. I think I was looking at the maid outfit when I made the decision on where the belt is. Yes, indeed. Look at that. That was way too high. All right. Yeah, it's right in here. You know what? We're going to. Should I? Should I? No. Adds to my mesh VRAM. My mesh VRAM. I should have moved it up to begin with, but that's okay. Bam, bam. It's kind of cold in Texas today. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, well, hello, Val. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. 9 degrees where I am. That's a little bit colder. Just a little bit. Doing all right so far. Well, good. Glad to hear it. Sorry for not streaming this week. I was with food poisoning. I got pretty messed up. Pretty messed up. How could you do that to us? How could you do this? How could you do this? All right, so I need to adjust the belt here a little bit. That looks quite good, though. How could you? And yeah, if we could get the butt to cut right there. Let's see, is that possible? Is that possible to cut the butt? A little bit. A little bit. We could. Basically. It's actually a little bit easier because I can just select like that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, I see. I see how to do it. Okay. Like that. Just select what I want. Yeah, when's summer supposed to start? I say that now, but I'll hate it. I hate every second of a super warm summer. So this part, we want to move down 1. Down 1. Oh. And I'll probably do just probably another hour of streaming for the start of the day. Take another lunch and then do another 2-hour session a little bit later. And then probably go to sleep early. Just keep the work a little light. Oops. Just be so nice to have a cut right there. Slice. So, can we do that? From here to the front. Here to here, right? To here. That doesn't seem right. Let me just hide the pants. Oh, okay. I can just hide more. So question, on your selection method, how are you just selecting, like, I just want to highlight the part that I just seamed off. So for this here, how am I disabling this section inside of Unity? Gotcha. So for this here, for my selection here, question your selection method. How are you just selecting? Like, I just want to highlight the part I have seamed off. So I've isolated them into these separate chunks. So each square here, I know what I've assigned it to. So like this section here is my upper torso. So if I turn on sticky and I select that, it's just my upper torso selection that I've made. So I just know that it's in this square. Now, your normal UV, a normal UV map is just in this one square. So all these other squares are kind of further out than usual. Technically, it enters the UDIM area. But yeah, so I've just kind of put them on their own little islands. And this is the arm selection that I have. And I'm just moving them in between these little grids. Just kind of putting them in a little container that I can come back to. Just notice like different sections somehow, or islands. Is that a toggle? Gotcha. So here, I do have some sections of this seamed off. So you can select like that, and then in your select link, you can limit your selection based on the seam. Or I'm selecting through the sticky here. But L is usually what allows me to select chunks of stuff. Or select link. Select linked is the actual command. So if you do the L, usually it'll be down here. Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sometimes is a little aggressive. And it is kind of a bummer that it's only like these options. I wish there was a little bit easier way to do that. The only other way I think you could do it is with face sets, but generally I'm just doing it based off the seams. Generally just doing it based off the seams. Right, this is where I want to be selecting. Right here. And then I'm just hitting B to do the drag select. So now this portion is getting disabled. Okay, gotcha. Wait. My brain's hurting thinking about this. Okay, so I want one less. but it does go up. A little bit of a conundrum here. All right, so we want to deselect this front chunk. Front chunk. There. And then I'm going to turn off sticky. Grab just this section. Move it down. Okay, we'll see what that looks like now. Do 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 do. Oh goodness. All right. That is better. And then everything else we can adjust. We'll have to actually move the positioning of the body, the pants here to conform to the body better. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and disable the pants. Turn the body back on. Now let's look at the shirt. Just one. Oh, perfect. Easy. Does kind of poke through on the butt a little bit. And we'll want to go to the body and disable our torso, which we already did, and then our arms. Gotcha. So the arms don't go as long as the made section. So we'll have to do another little loop. So we want these. But pretty much why does it start cutting out so soon? Right there. There-ish. Let's say here. Right about there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So then we'll move this section over 1. So now we have these 3 toggles. Also, another great selection thing that I learned somewhat recently is doing a control click, control left click, and it'll select everything between your current selection and that object that you control clicked. Super useful, just to show you. So you control click, and I'll select that whole. It's actually a pick shortest path option, but quite useful to just very quickly, rather than having to select each one, you can just do a few selections. Very, very useful. Apparently, someone said you could do Control Shift click, which I haven't tried. Control Shift click. Oh, that filled in the area. Interesting. So if I clicked here, oh, So you can do that. That's super useful. Okay, nice. Wowza. All right, so now we can toggle the body again. So we can turn off the interior arms. We have one more section that will turn off when the maid outfit is on. Perfect. There is one problem right now, which is that it's a big hole right here. In fact, quite a bit of the chest is missing. So we'll need to get a little bit more of a selection here to fill that in. And then some of the actual chest here. So boom. I want to select the torso. Let's turn on sticky. Did you get the VRAM thing for Unity for avatars? I have been using Thiers or Thiers. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but they have their little, yeah, that thing. I forget what it's called. VRAM optimizer. There we go. Yeah, evaluator. Just super useful. Oh yeah, absolutely. It seems like, from what I've heard, VR Chat will be doing even more to encourage optimization moving forward, for better or worse. But I think it's good to know what would be the most optimized version of VR Chat, but for a lot of people, it may not be necessary. It's racist to 4K normals, though. Yeah, if there was some way to speed up 4Ks, that would be awesome. Yeah, I do miss having. Those are the only maps that just you can't do anything with. You just have to make them smaller. Ooh, excuse me. I am going to select this floof and hide it. Should it be the floof? Sure. Right here. Pretty much this section. Right there. It's certainly a bummer going, hey, I made all these fun avatars that now considered unoptimized. It's like, but I worked so hard to make them work before. I think it should give you like a last updated by, like last updated, just so people know. Makes sense if they're looking to expand to other platforms, which they may be. Um, get VR chat on the PS5. Doubtful, but I mean, you never know. I mean, VR chat's super popular in Japan, so this could happen. But I would imagine that if they wanted that, the requirements are a little stricter. Perfect. Let me make sure to fill in that little spot texture-wise. Let's go ahead and add that to my notes. I'll do that down here. Just under fluff. Perfect. Well, it is compatible, which is mobile, so it could run on PS5, PS4. That's true. That's true. Excuse me. So I'll need to get the hair above the collar as well. All right, we pretty much did all the clip UVs, sort of. For the tribal ones, we'll want one section for arms and legs, so we'll want to keep those separate because we don't want to poke through. Actually, let's double check. What did that? Actually, it looks like the previous avatar did have the bands over the pants, which isn't a problem. So, but I doubt they worked over the shirt. Pantaloons. Oops. Close this. Bye. I need to pop out the vest, but just want to get that nice crisp tune shading there. Crispy. Crispy. God, so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. So it seems like need a little bit more clipped from the foot. So do that too. You can pretty much go all the way down to here. So include that. And man, I want a donut. That's what I really want right now. I want a donut. Yum, 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 yum. Donut. I probably shouldn't junk food after being sick. Just maybe. Maybe that's a bad idea. But I want it. Oh, got rid of that. Just that little chunk right there. Oh. All right. That should work. I'm sitting in a call, and I was in complete silence until he said, "Out of donut, out of nowhere." It's like, I thought you were in a call. I'm in your head, Frank. Calling for donuts. Ooh, like an apple fritter. Do you guys like apple fritters? Probably an old man thing to say, but I love apple fritters. Old fashioned. Yes, something with a little crunch. Texture guy. I really should save. I really should save. Let's do that. Backup copy. Du, 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 du. Clipping UVs. In your head, in your head. But this one I will need to include. Let's get these ones. Select, select, separate. And we're just gonna work on this for right now. We need to make sure we have connected only disabled, so we move all of this out. Except I'm doing this part right here. Bam. Bottom boom. All right, that's better. Still some gaps right here. And we will not do that. Do it here. Let's turn off symmetry. The betrayer of all good Blender users. Symmetry. All right. So now it fits around the waist very well. Noise. Let's go ahead and bring everything back. And combine it with the main body. And export again. Oh, I feel somewhat nauseous. I'm gonna go start some tea. I'll be right back. Tea time. Tea time for Sam. Should be done in a second. Sip at the cold remnants of my old tea. I can't get over the hilarity of peppermint tea. Yeah, it's minty. Peppermint tea. Getting close to 10K points. Ah, heck yeah. It happens fast. Power grows. Mix it with pepper dust. Man, that would be a strong drink. I'd like a Bloody Mary at that point. I gotta say, not the biggest fan of Bloody Marys. Sorry out there to those who love them. I think I just have to have a good one, you know? Let's see, have a really good Bloody Mary. Or it's like one of those foods, like I really, when I smoked a lot, I really enjoyed, what was it? Like smoked fish or like canned fish, sardines, stuff like that. Really like those. But just because I think it's because if you smoke, you need something with a little bit of a kick. Make it past those smoked out taste buds. And your sense of smell's kind of shot. Call them Bloody Marys. I think they're called different here. Gotcha. Let's see. Canadian Bloody Mary. The Caesar cocktail. That's kind of funny, actually, that you call it a Caesar cocktail because he got stabbed to death. That must be why they call it a Bloody Mary. Oh, and it's seafood, I suppose. You can only have that cocktail yesterday. Would that have been good for my sick stomach or really bad for it? Different here, invented here too. Oh, interesting. The Canadians did Bloody Marys first. I'll be sure to tell my dad that just to annoy him. I don't think it'll annoy him that much. I think it only bothered him if I was like, the French invented it. And he'd be like, alcohol and food poisoning is no good. That's what I figured. It'll just kill any bacteria left in my tummy. And my tummy. I'll also kill that. My tum tum. That looks really good. In your head. If it works like that, then my gut would be clean as a whistle. Ooh. Sorry to yawn. Well, do I adjust the band here? So I can make it big to fit the clothing, but then it won't fit the arm. I just find it funny vegans get mad at me because there's Caesar salad dressing has anchovies in it. They always say there isn't. So you're telling them that Caesar salad has anchovy in it? But there is. There definitely is. I made Caesar salad dressing from scratch before. It ain't the same without an anchovy. I like to tell my vegan friendos that I'm eating the cow that starved to death because they ate their salad. I'll be right back. My tea just clicked. Oh yeah, steamy, steamy, because it's tea. All right, that's a terrible pun. All right, but we should have all the clip shapes created for the avatar now. Failure. What's that? Smash Bros sound? Failure. I wish I used to be able to do that voice so well. Failure. All right, so we need to also remove the little strands of hair that are poking through the hat, which should be pretty straightforward. I need one more, maybe two more, just in case. Bada boom. And there's also this chunk right here. The hair's not really going to move while the hat's on it, so I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Random question time. How do you pronounce your last name? Duter or Dutter? It's the latter, like butter. Dutter. That was one of my signature catchphrases. It's like butter, but with a D. Dutter butter. Got it. Exactly. I had a teacher in middle school back when I was a rambunctious lad who made like some sort of song. Nutter Dutter Peanut Butter. That was very funny. Um, Nutter Dutter Peanut Butter. I lived on an infant for the next few years. Asking because tomorrow I stream and I was going to announce the whole you're doing the Abbey and pointing peeps your way. I apologize for the few fans I have do show up. Hey, that's no worries at all. I certainly don't mind. Um, well, yes, I don't mind you doing. I mean, that's your prerogative to announce the everything. Um, oh man, I don't like that. Sorry, so that was about the clip here. I think we'll have to just adjust the hat then. Yeah, they could be extra. Well, I look forward to it. Yeah, I certainly don't mind at all. Excuse me. Fucking furries. Gosh dang furries. Oh, dang nabbit. Let's take the hat, separate it Let's take a look at this spot. Boom. Back. The legs. And also this as well. And yeah, right about there. Right about there. This gap's a little too much though. Ooh. I got so sleepy all of a sudden. What the heck? I don't like that. Give me my energy back. All right, that's not bad. But I look forward to it. It'll be fun to meet your crew. It was fun. I tuned into a Reku's stream the other day, and funnily enough, ran into a few other people that I've met while streaming here. It's like, oh yeah, it's funny. It's actually a pretty small, not small, but it's a lot of close proximity with a lot of people in the community. If they show up, they solve the world. Oh, very cool. Okay. They rule the world. Tighten it. Yeah. Or just like it's very active, I guess. People know of each other, do things. Got two fans in England somehow. England. That'd be a fun place to go to. You're free to hop by and throw things at me. Get to see my bad attempt to mod an Avi for myself. Not right now. It's Minji now here. Minji. So are you in Britain then? In England then? Foul, smelling, or unpleasant. I've heard that word before. It's the first time I looked it up though. Minji. 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 Around the Midlands at the moment. Very cool. Very cool. I think that'll be one of the first places I go to once I'm able to start traveling at a reasonable length. I was just looking into what are those called? Hostels. That's relatively inexpensive in some ways. Certainly cheaper than hotels, but okay. Let's look that up. Midlands. Are you James Bond? Sorry. Basically, wet and miserable as spring is. You have nice weather one day, next day we have mild flooding. Let me show you a video of what Austin looked like last night. It was pretty nuts, honestly. Lightning was nuts. It was pretty unbelievable. It was like this for like a good hour, maybe 2 hours. Just like all thunderstorms. And it wasn't hitting the ground. It was just all up in the clouds. Like very rarely did it hit the ground. At this point I would take rain. It keeps moving. Snowing, warming up, half melt, and then snowing again. Layers and layer of freeze. Yeah, this is what we had last night. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a little bit more. It was really cool. You like walked out. It was still like warm and humid. Though it really cooled down today. But it genuinely like 2 hours of this. Just constant. It was nuts. Never seen that before. We don't get as much thunder or lightning where I'm from, which is California. Pretty rare. Pretty rare. So I'm always like, look at me. This blows my mind. And then like I text him like, wow, it rains so often here. And it's like, it doesn't rain super often here. It just actually rains every now and then. Amazing. Real weather. No outline on the collar. Is this not the collar? Material? Material? It is not. That would explain it. So a demon model you made me, Mr. Could I still later on get some changes to it? Just a few small things. Let me know how much and whenever you're available again. Gotcha. Yeah, if it's like tweaks and stuff, I can usually fit that into my schedule. But yeah, just let me know what you're looking for over Discord. I'd certainly love to work on her a little bit more. She came out super well. So I need a blend shape for the hair to be above. Should we make the neck bigger? We learn much more, so it's true. It's true. Every avatar pushes the bar, raises the bar, does a backflip. Okay, so we're gonna have two blend shapes. We'll add this to my morphs. We need hair above collar and tribal band above. Sure. Perfect. And make a nice fire shader as well. And this will also go into our morphs. Okay, so I think we've gotten most of the clip shapes set up. And now that we're left looking at doing the blend shapes, really the next thing to do is to make the face rigging. So that's what we're going to do. Oops. Oh, thank you. So we're going to go ahead and make a copy right here. Save copy. 12 pre face rig. Okay. And what we'll do is select the body, select the hair, select the eyes, invert the selection and remove everything else. All right. Actually, even the hair, at least this chunk of hair, we won't want to include. All right, and if y'all have seen, we did rig the face Monday, so it's all ready for snarling. Very fun stuff. This is probably the most satisfying part of the whole process. We have that set up. In our previous, who did we rig last? It's the previous avatar with Todd. So we're going to go into Akai's file and extract shape key blend VR chat. Perfect. Pen. Dope sheet, action editor, and we'll add in what we just imported. Oh wait, I added it, but what did I add it to? Nothing. Perfect. And that's the nice part about having a standardized rig. You can take the animation from a previous character and bring it on in. Blah, 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 blah. All right. All right, so one at a time, let's go through these. Something wrong with my eye? Oh, that's odd. All right. Oh, interesting. That's annoying. Okay. Okay. So I hit record. Interesting. So what I usually do is between each little face expression, I would reset every bone position. But now I know that the downside to that is that those poses, those default poses, are still unique to that avatar. So that part is not standardized, I think. Why did I do that? Why did you do? Oh yes, because I haven't seen that. Do this odd thing. Anyway, perfect. It was only that. Let's make sure we get these eyes all situated. Look at that. Perfect. Perfection. Now, copy those keyframes to the next two ones. This one should be left blink. Boom. Yeah, boom, boom. Double blink, left blink. Nope. You scrunched. That one's really good though. This one's messed up. So why is 20 messed up? We'll copy these again. Duplicate them over to 20. Go in here. We're now on symmetry, so we should be able to select this side of the face. Alt G and Alt R. So now Alt R. Blink and blink. Perfect. Then look up, and then look down, and then look. I'm just up and look down. That's fine. I'm going to add a look left and right because that's useful. Actually, I think I did add them, but to the end. The VTubers, you do want it. You do want it. That looks fine. All right, which means 60 is when we start getting into the shapes. So this is P as a Paul. All right. And this is f as in fudge you. Weight painting seems a little bit off there. Should have a stronger influence. And so it will. So it. Wait. Fudge. Fudge. Getting a little bit of clipping there. And I think to alleviate that, it would be prudent to actually give it a little bit of weight from the tooth. That way, it'll move at least a little bit. Doesn't have to move a lot. Just has to move enough to not clip. And that'll prevent me from having to manually redo it every time. I can also probably tuck the gums into the jaw a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to finish the face rigging and then we'll call it for lunch. D. I believe this is D. D. Let's get my list. All right. Just in case I want to make a backup. Put a lot of work into that. Really don't want to have to redo it. Just if I hit something by accident. All right, so this is the, as in the. The. There's no mark sharp anymore. The. So the trick with the is the tongue is in between the teeth. the. Mm. How do you not get confused by? Damn, this is pretty advanced, but I can see why you like this so much. Results are so cool. Oh, thank you, Kami. How do you not get confused by all the different symbols, lol? It definitely, that is definitely just having to click a bunch of stuff all the time. Um, just having worked with this so many times, but certainly to start out with, like when I first started using these rigs, it's probably like my 10th character with the Auto Rig Pro. But to start with, I just actually just didn't touch certain parts. If I didn't know how it worked, I just kind of left it alone and worked around it. Or relied on my previous workflow. Yeah, there's a lot to look at, but once you know what you're looking for, it's not too bad. Oh no. I'll have to make an emote for that one. Or a redeem for a blurry camera. What are you using to rig the face? Hey there, my volley. Mirror volley. So I'm using Auto Rig Pro. Um, and I highly recommend it for VR chat avatars. I think there's a lot of pros for it. Certainly, every solution has some pros and cons, but really allows you to trans animations between your avatars. It just helps speed up your work time. Though you do have to invest some time learning it. But it gives you all this fun stuff, like you can pose the tail really easily, which is cool, and gives you a full controllable character at the end of it, which for me helps me kind of give added value to my clients' avatars. D, D, D. Sorry, and all the sounds I'm making, I'm trying to make this is the vicing sounds we're figuring out, so excuse the little funny sounds. All those little funny mouth shapes. Under this K. King. I'll get it. Have you make avatars Mirror Volley? It's definitely an upfront cost. I would say that definitely you make VTubers. Oh, okay, yeah. It helps me. A lot of the VTubers I make, I'm just taking a VR chat avatar and turning it into a VTuber. So it does help me in that way. But for full body rigging, definitely recommend this. And I've also found, hey there, Jordan, welcome. I've definitely found that with like making facial animations, if you're turning them into blend shapes, it's still nice to have a really good face rig, even if you are going to use blend shapes, because that way you can save it into an animation file, and just go tweak the animation and rebake those blend shapes. It just kind of gives you a point to fall back to, just because blend shapes are so finicky in a in Blender. Like it can really be hard to work with sometimes. Okay. Okay. Very cool. It's nice to meet another creator here who needs some laser scanning or photogrammetry. I does. Well, Jordan, if you're doing photogrammetry and stuff, um, you should consider putting together like a little pack. Like you could just go out, scan some cliff face, and then put it up for sale on a site. Um, Specifically, I would recommend ArtStation. Um, there's a lot of stuff here. They have like a marketplace. I can't click on. Well, I'm not signed in, so it shouldn't show any Unity. But yeah, if you make like a photogrammetry scan or Sketchfab's the other site. Definitely recommend checking it out because a lot of good stuff here, and you can sell it. So you just put it together. People will purchase it. Like they need. Oh man, I need some mountains or a canyon wall for this project. They go up and purchase it. Feel free to message me on Discord about it if you're interested. So I see people making a decent amount of money with it. Well, look at those flaps. 110. This is cheese. Cheese. Cheese grommet. Gotta be a little bit careful about moving this one up a little bit too much. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and weight paint. We're going to take this one, and we're gonna move some of that influence onto the nose because it's going to create some odd pinching behavior otherwise. I'll paint it out the other way. There we go. Cheese. It really does look like a cheese stick. Cheese grommet. Anyone here watch Wallace and Gromit? Cheese. Cheese. Long time ago. Same. It's been years. Been a long time since I've watched it, but I loved it. Love when they go to the moon. Not remember the cheese reference. It's just Wallace loves cheese. He's all about cheese. Wallace and Gromit is awesome. Been a long time since I rock and roll. Been a long time. Oh goodness. Whoa. Messed up the eyeball there. What is pulling on that? This should not have that much influence on the eye. S is in Sam. The Wall Street people also did Chicken Little. Anyway, they go to the moon. Apparently, the moon's made out of cheese, so they start eating the moon. But there's a robot there that's going to kill them. It's pretty wild, honestly. I think I remember the robot pants, one of the best. Oh, absolutely. You like can't get out of them or something. I just thought the robots in it were oddly menacing. A little bit more menacing than you'd expect to be. Nancy. Oh, I have to double check that all of these. Back. All right, 150. Ah. Ah. It's always important to exaggerate the blend shape. Because VR chat doesn't what am I trying to say? VR chat does not usually do the full blend shape. It does like 50%, maybe 60%. Can't wait for a speech demonstration in VR. Never took any notice how mouths moves. But this suddenly has made me aware that there's so much that goes unnoticed, yet it's important. There's certainly, if you spend a lot of time in VR, you're gonna notice it. For the people that are kind of immersed, I think it does become maybe not vital, but important. Gotcha. Okay, those I don't need. The more pronounced mouth movements tend to look the best. Well, thank you. Oh, Mirval, you now have AutoRig Pro. Well, let me know if you have any questions. Here, I'll drop my Discord. There's certainly a decent amount to learn when it comes to at working with it, but I do think it helps a lot, especially just transferring stuff between your rigs, things like that. Fair use Mixamo, changing things later. It's cool. I like it. Yeah, here's my Discord, everyone. There you go. 60. Not, don't you need it for face steps? Yes, and I think it will become more important for VR chat because apparently one of the other potential things VR chat will put a ranking on outside of the VRM stuff is blend shapes because apparently blend shapes are like crazy expensive. um, right now they're kind of the standard way to do it, but apparently bone animations are probably will be used more frequently in the future. Um, so being used to working like this probably will help quite a bit because you can bring in the whole face rig into VR chat, like what I'm doing right now with these all these bones. All these bones can go into VR chat. If that answered your question, probably a little bit more. Eh, eh, eh. Eh. And I'm making the sounds that I'm animating now. If you guys are just wondering why I'm baby talking at my microphone right now. Technically, you can make blend shapes without a face rig. So you do not need to use a face rig. But I've just found that I would much rather have a better face rig than better blend shapes. I can always save an animation. You can blend shapes can break easily. Like they don't work well with modifiers. At least no one can hear you. I practice voices for my game, and I forget people can hear me. It's just part of the fun. I get to record my little baby sounds. Oh yeah. Are you working on a game, Dragon or Era? Eh, eh. Run D&D every Saturday night stream. Gotcha. So in essence, yes. Eh. India. In. Eh, eh. Raise the tongue up a little bit. India. Eh, eh. It looks so aggressive. I don't want it to be so aggressive looking. Eh. So practice different voices and accents, then panic on stream and fail to do them right. That's frankly super hard. There are tons of little voice changer things coming out that might be that you might enjoy using. That depends on your level of comfort with them, but be a good little. Dislike the way those sound. They have volume issues. That's true. That is definitely true. $180. Oh. 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 find them grating at times too, rather just defend half of Europe. Fair. Take that, Europe. You thought you were safe from bad accents? Guess again. Ooh. 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 Sorry. Can't help but feel a little silly doing that. Ooh. Ooh. This one's ooh. No, we're still on 180. 180. Now we're on ooh. At 90. Ooh. I think that looks pretty good, honestly. All right. All right, so now we've done all the vicemes. Next, we're going to take a look at the expressions. Here's anger. Angy. Every time I hit Alt-R, it starts wanting to actually rotate. Why is there just a little? Oh. What is that? Is that the chin? Get off my lip. Get out of here. I might have to review all the other expressions after that, but that should not have any influence there. It's making this little pinch. I don't like that. Do you do oh, you said you're not in VR chat very often, Era. But I always love the idea, and I talk about this a little too frequently on stream, but love the idea of running D&D games in VR chat. No, glasses are a pain. True. I mine are so scuffed, and they're like actually scratched and chipped from wearing them in my VR headset. And also kind of dirty, so that. But TTS has VR capabilities. TTS, Tabletop Simulator, very cool. I just like the idea of being in character, um, and being able to like walk around. But I certainly understand. I do think Tabletop Simulator is very. I just dream of like, like full embodiment. Basically, it's like what really appeals to me. But I definitely will check out your channel. Go ahead and just hit that. Boom. Gave you a follow. World creation would be insane. My players would need it as well. Be worth a shot if someone created a room. Absolutely. I've seen a few like rooms where they have like tabletops and stuff, but like a little D&D combat simulator would be so fun. I just had a brain blast. All right. I think I'm going to make something like that and sell it. I'll give you a fall as well. D&D is cool, but without visuals, sometimes it feels a bit like to really watch. That's fair. That's fair. Tabletop Simulator has a lot of old fun, shiny dice and stuff. Interest to have it off in VR. So there's some challenges. I think the hardest part would be game map uploadability and tokens moving smoothly. Absolutely. Though I imagine it more being like you are standing in place of your character, less over in a board game, more of a LARPing. Yes. VARPing? VR LARPing? VARPing? No, that sounds terrible. VERPing. Yeah, I verp. Yeah, guys, I'm a verper. All right. But I do try to create custom themed maps as I can. Absolutely. Well, I will definitely be checking out your stream. Uh, the more D&D, the better, in my book. Like a goofy grin here. There we go. Just doesn't quite match his face. All right, after I do these next few little animation tweaks, I will be going on a break to just get some oil, rest, a little bit of food. It'll be kind of a minimal work day today just because I'm still recovering from being sick, but I'm glad to have streamed. And I will be doing some smaller streams throughout the weekend to kind of make up for just being gone, being sick, because I really do want to get ahead on my work schedule. So I'll be around through the weekend, throughout the weekend. $50 points from the art request. Oh, heck yeah. Yes. have you studied anatomy to be able to map those emotes so well, or just go by feeling the muscle movements in your face to really map feelings? It's a bit of both. I definitely think that because I look over at my stream and I can see my face on my OBS, so I'm looking at my face as I make it. But also, these are really great starting points. Just having already animated it on a different character, and I've kind of picking up where I left off. So usually, I go ahead and send this to you. Usually, I'm looking at this image here, which I believe VR Chat has in their documentation. They specifically send you to this page here, which is the MetaQuest Viceme reference. And so they have a whole list, and VR Chat pretty much copies this list exactly. They have a Viceme for each of these. So I'll go ahead and paste that there. Oh, can you guys see that? Is I covering that with something else? Yeah, definitely recommend taking a look at this. And this is what I reference usually. And I have referenced many times because it just gives you. Yeah. I'm 100%. Some artists kind of like poo poo on reference. I don't buy into any of that. All reference. Art's hard. Make it easier on yourself. Perfect. Can't see it. Perfect. Oh yeah, for some reason I think my OBS window just kind of glitched for a second. So, but yeah, that's extremely useful reference, and I believe it is in the VR Chat documentation, which is also just a great reservoir of info. Make sure the eyes are. No more to say. I will be back in about an hour, so I'm gonna I'll finish up these last few expressions, go get some food, and then I'll be back. So I will be streaming again later today, just to seal off the day. I really wanted to. Man, I had such high hopes on Monday. Like, I'll do this, I'll do that, and then I'll do this. And it's just like Tuesday morning. Just no good. Just no good. Yeah, my recommendation to you all is never get sick. Yeah, just don't do it. It's like dare. Just don't do it. Don't get sick. Write that down. If someone asks you if you want to get sick, say no. Tell them no. I'm too cool. Pro tip: don't die. life pro tip: just stop dying. That's the plan. Write a note here. Huge success. Sounds like a life hack. Exactly. Uh, but Kami, for expressions and stuff at this point, I would say expressions for every character, especially like the vice scenes are kind of similar for each character, but the expressions always take a little bit of just moving back and forth. Like, does that look better, or does that look better? Just kind of feeling it out. If you want to add tiers, you have to use a different program. Blender is pretty much the your end all be all for um, any sort of geometry you're going to add to your character. So if you are going to do it with mesh, like an actual teardrop, that's all would all be in Blender. For the good of all of us, except the ones who read. So I would if I was going to do tears, like I have made little like cartoonish teardrops in the past. Um, yes, my gut instinct right now is that I would use a blend shape to do it. So I would make a little object. Let's say this is our teardrop, even though it's a cube. I would just add it to the object, and then as a blend shape, make it like poke out of the eye. But you could also add it as a bone. Like everything's rigged to a bone here. It would be just as easy also add it as a rig, or add it as a bone to my rig, like the tail or the ears. When I was doing that the other day, so it is this Blender is really that place where all of your um, uh, functionality comes from. Uh, Painter is the only other. So the only other programs I use are Painter and Unity. Uh, Unity allows you to take the functionality you made in Blender and add it to your character. And Painter is purely visual, because it's just texturing. You're just giving the visual look to it. Um, so like Blender's the factory you make the car, and then Substance Painter is the shop where you go get a paint job on your car. And then Unity is where you get it registered to for use. There are some nuances to that, but generally that's how it works. Oh. I should really go reference that movie that just came out. What was it? Bad animals, bad guys, bad guys. That's it. So they had a cool fox character in there. What was the main character? A wolf guy. Oh, the fox is the. Yeah. Okay. Wolf guy lead that led all the furries lost. It's lost it over. Yes, indeed. Though death has them distracted now, and death can keep them. A wolf. I keep seeing that meme. It's like death and Puss in Boots in the prison shower meme. So funny. Probably not one I could talk too much about on stream. Yeah, exactly. Pick it up. What's my avatar like? I am a little bit guilty to say I do not have an avatar of my own. Oh, I have a little skeleton guy. He looks like a little skeleton. He's old though. I made him in like wow 20 a while back, a ways ago. Um, but I have some plans. I've been thinking about it, thinking about what I'd want to do. Um, I just really do have to sink some time into it. Oops, I not want to animate everything. Do not like this little bump. I do not like it. Too bumpy. Too bump. What would I even use to smooth that? This one? I guess so. That doesn't seem right though. Alright, that works. Excuse me. Where'd the other tongue bone go? Is that it? Oh, well, okay. Bleh. I think we need a few more little subdivisions on the tongue. Actually, no, that's right. Yeah, we just need a few more subdivisions. Doesn't look right. Does not look quite right. Oh, interesting. Why is it so far back? I guess it's in the right spot. It just looks oddly far back. Really, the problem is the bones. The bones are not in the right spot. And this, like I've been saying, is the power of AutoRig Pro. We can readjust our skeleton on the fly quite easily, in fact. Bada boom. And everything still works. But we also want to just check the weighting. Weight the paint. I don't need that. What is it again? Shift M. I need to go here, set this to in front. Now we can paint it. All right. So a little bit less influence from the back of the tongue. That's why there's no influence from the middle of the tongue. No wonder it's acting so weird. Man, that should just not be happening. Fixed. And lastly, that one. All right. So now, yes. Yes. We get some nice bending. Okay. And we can take the tongue, combine it back with the body. Good to go. This one is tongue out. 270, yeah. So just go ahead. Boop. Bleh. It's a little tough to make sure the teeth don't slice right through tongue. Lastly, most importantly, the most powerful of all expressions, blep. The blep shape. The blep shape. All right, perfect. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and call it here for this first session. It's a little bit odd from my usual schedule, but I'm going to take probably about an hour off, get some food, get some lunch in me. Then we'll be back. We'll do maybe another 2 hours of work. Definitely getting a bit more energy after being sick. Just hanging out with y'all, energizing me. Thanks to you all for hanging out with me this morning / afternoon. Era, Val, Kami. Who else came by? We had quite a few people come by. Jordan, Mir Volley, Arctic, Kai, Kami, Pseudo, and Gray. I certainly appreciate y'all coming by. I hope you have a great break. In the meantime, I'm going to get some soup or something, take a little nap, and we'll be back for round 2. And if you don't catch me later, I may be doing some small streams tomorrow and Sunday, very short ones, but just to get in a little bit of work to catch up. Yeah, so I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy your time. In the meantime, catch you all soon. Bye.